So welcome yet to another video. Today we're going to talk about the things that I love about this R1300GS. So in the previous video we talked about the 5 things I hate, but as I said, I actually love this bike because otherwise I wouldn't buy it. I'm an owner now for about a year, around 3,000 kilometers, not a lot because I do have multiple bikes, but this bike is so freaking awesome. I absolutely love it. So in this video I'm going to show you why I love it, and this could be very interesting for you as a potential buyer of the R1300GS or as a current owner of the R1300GS, because yeah, maybe you are thinking I'm going to sell this bike, and maybe with this video I can remind you why you should not sell it. So let's go, let's dive in. So the first thing that I really like about this bike is the looks. At first, when this bike came out, everybody was like, I hate this look, I don't like it, I really hate the headlight. But it really depends on which angle you're looking at it. But this bike, especially from the side, I will show you that of course, especially from the side, is a really nice looking bike. Just the angles, they make sense, you know. If you compare to the R1300GS, the R1350 or the R1200, this is just a mismatch from all kinds of parts. It was really functional, and that made the bike cool, don't get me wrong, but this bike just looks much better. Oh, look at my camera. This bike just looks much better. The lines are better, it's more a consistent design, and yeah, I really like it. If you can see here now, of course the lines are a little bit muddled because of all of the accessories, but you can see that this bike has a really nice line to it. So it's not a mishmash of parts like the other bikes or like the previous GS's. Just a really nice bike. I really like the fact that everything is covered right now. It's not really wide, so that's also really nice. Just a really nice setup. Yeah, the looks are awesome in my opinion, and of course, yeah, you have the headlight, which defies the opinions, but I think from the front it looks really cool, especially with the motor lights added to it. And Lone Rider is also coming with a nice cover that I'm going to use maybe instead of this one, but this one is also really nice. Love it, really love it. Second thing I really like about this bike is the versatility. So this bike is capable of doing off-road, but real off-road, you know, on-road, long distance touring, short commutes, long commutes, going to work every day. It doesn't matter, this bike is capable of everything. Yeah, I think this bike can handle all kinds of roads, unless it's of course an enduro, something like that, then some people can do that, but that's all up to the rider. In my case, I'm using this bike only for the road most of the time, sometimes a little bit off-road. And what's also really interesting is this bike is now built as a long distance tour or tour bike, or just a commuting bike. So I have cases, extra lights, smaller windshield, navigation from Chigi. Check out the link in the description, by the way, and the discount code for the Chigi AO5 Play. And yeah, a lot of things that you can do with this bike. So in this case, it's a really big touring machine, but I also know somebody who made it a really good off-roading machine with the good tires, small front wheel, and not a lot of luggage on it. So yeah, this bike is capable of a lot of things. Shout out of course to Trophy Pate, because he makes this bike look like a real off-roader, as well as in looks but also in capability. A thing that I really like about this bike is the riding position. So I have a high comfort seat right now from Isoda in this case, but it's comparable to the comfort seat of BMW itself.
and the ergonomics for me are just perfect. I do have to say that the original one is, so the 1250 is a little bit bigger, so the riding position is a little bit different. But riding it like this, I am 1.86 meters or 186 centimeters and around 6'1 or 6'2, and in my case it's just perfect. My knees are really good, I have a really good bend. Standing up, especially with the twin packs, is just awesome. Really like that. So yeah, there's a really nice riding position to be in, and absolutely love it.
So what I also like about this bike is the way that you can customize it. There are a lot of accessories for this bike. Why is this? The BMW GS is one of the most popular brands or bikes out there. So there are a lot of great companies that make stuff for it. So let me show you with my other camera what I've done to this bike and why I like it.
So as you can see, the bike is full of accessories. There's a lot to it right now. Let me go from the front to the rear, from top to bottom. A little small overview. I will do a separate video about this when this bike is fully finished. But as you can see, Isoda windshield, smaller windshield, a nice Dab Rabbit graphic kit, Isoda protection on the headlight. Motor lights, I made a separate video about that, really like that. Also Motor Master brake disc, also made a separate video about that. Isoda protection, more Isoda protection. Lone Rider crash bars, I will also install full crash bars eventually. As you can see, the brake discs on the other side, of course, are really nice. A Roadlok disc lock, which I also made a video about. Then we have some Isoda brake pod covers, really like that, just for looks. Then we have the wonderful cheeky A05 light with Apple CarPlay, really high recommend. I made a couple of videos about this one. Of course, yeah, all the things, nothing in there but the lock. And I have a really nice Isoda comfort seat, which I really like. Then we go to the bottom. Lone Rider motor packs, absolutely highly recommend them. They're really good. Isoda shift levers. Also have a brake lever in the other side. They are fully adjustable, so no more plastic brake levers. Isoda protection at the rear. Of course, the nice graphic kit. Nice Lone Rider cases, really like them. They're pretty big, but doing traveling or going for groceries, they're really nice. Then we have, I think that's about it on the bike itself, and I have some accessories here that are going on next. So we have a really nice Lone Rider motor case, especially designed for the 1300GS. A rear seat cover. So here are the motor packs, by the way. I have a DNA Stage 2 air filter in it, which makes the sound absolutely awesome. Made a separate video about that as well. Yeah, and that's about it in terms of accessories. So you can do a lot of things with this bike. Maybe a little bit too much, but yeah, I think one of the things that with biking or motorcycling is the riding is cool. I really love the riding. Of course, that's the best thing about owning a bike, but tinkering with it and adding some stuff, yeah, that's even better. Nah, it's not even better, but it's at least really nice to do.
Maybe you're wondering, I don't care what you think about this bike. It doesn't matter. Your opinion is not valid for me. So in the next videos, I will talk about the things you like and maybe the things you hate about this bike. So stay tuned. And if you have any interest in this bike, check out my other videos. I'm doing a lot of mods in it, as you know, and I will keep this bike for hopefully a long time. And yeah, just stay tuned for all the things that I have in mind for this bike. If you want to see my newest video, tap here. If you want to see my recommended video for you, tap here. And if you want to subscribe, tap here. Thanks for watching. Tap here, or tap here.